Olayikitan Oyesiku was a prominent and highly respected media professional whose voice and face became familiar to television audiences across Ogun State.
Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for joining me as I bring you yet another edition of Prime Woman.
Fondly called Auntie Kitan, she devoted decades of her life to broadcasting, earning admiration for her professionalism, eloquence, and commitment to mentoring younger journalists. She was a daughter of the renowned Oyesiku family of Egbaland. Her father, Chief Nelson Oyesiku, was the first indigenous managing director of the Nigerian National Shipping Line. The respected Egba chief, he was laid to rest within the family compound he built in Agodo village, Kobakwe, Abeokuta. Today, his cenotaph still stands there, but it was within that same compound that tragedy would strike. Saturday, June 20, 2026 began like every other day. For years, Auntie Kitan had maintained an unusual tradition. Every morning, she sent WhatsApp messages to more than 200 friends and associates. That Saturday, the messages never came. At first, no one thought much of it. Some blamed poor network service, others believed she was simply busy. But when Sunday arrived, there was still complete silence.
It was quite unfortunate. We still communicated since Thursday, and we were supposed to have a meeting in our place because we normally do our monthly meeting in our premises, and she always entertain us. But eventually, I did not see her call on Saturday. I messaged her. I discovered she was not responding. Then I came around, but I just looked from distance. I discovered her car was not in our car park, and I just go back to my house.
Concern quickly turned into fear. Neighbors noticed that her vehicle was gone. The compound remained locked. Then came the horrifying discovery: our security guard had been brutally murdered.
So on Sunday morning, one of the laborers that walks around just passing through, and they normally shout and greet each morning. That one discovered he didn't see Mama, and he noticed a cut of her entrance net. So he now came to me and called my attention. So immediately, me and one other landlord, we came into the scene. We went around and we discovered that her security guard has been killed and locked up inside the security house.
The frightening discovery raised an even bigger question. Where was Olayikitan Oyesiku? Achieving kidnapped? Or was something even more sinister hidden behind the locked doors? Family members alerted the police.
Well, she normally sends chats to me on a daily basis, but Friday we actually spoke. And then I didn't hear from her on Saturday. I felt, well, after church on Sunday, I would reach out to her. But I was called out on Sunday morning from the CDA chairman here that the security man had been murdered and I should come quickly. So that's when we came, and then we started all the process of investigating and informing the police.
The Commissioner of Police personally visited the crime scene. He assured residents that detectives would stop at nothing until those responsible were identified.
I want to appeal to the people to be calm. They should be sure that the security agencies, especially the police, were on top of the situation. This is an isolated case. It's not a case of a general phenomenon. It's an isolated case, and that's why we are looking into it. We are narrowing it down.
One important clue soon emerged. A missing vehicle was recovered.
Observation of the scene of crime has shown that the most readily thing that came to our mind is murder. For now, though we are not closing other chapters or other theories, but for now we could see that it is actually a case of murder. But we want to know, we want to unravel the motive behind that murder.
For days, the answers remained hidden until detectives uncovered a trail the killers never realized they had left behind.
One critical piece of evidence recovered from the scene was a handwritten note apparently left behind by the perpetrators. We met her lying facing upward to the sky, and we saw a paper, a note on her chest, and we equally found the same paper differently spread on the table in the living room, and discovered that one met on her chest, the handwriting was totally different from others that were spread.
What began as one of Ogun State's most disturbing murder mysteries has now moved significantly close to justice.
The search for those who murdered in a cold blood Olayikitan Oyesiku is getting closer. The Nigerian police, Ogun State Police Command, is leaving no stone unturned as 3 suspects of those who killed Olayikitan Oyesiku have been apprehended.
The suspects carried out the act on Saturday, 20th June 2026 in the afternoon. According to his statement, the first 3 of them, himself, that's the principal suspect, with the 2 others, empowered or overpowered the security guard, Belumi Adetayo, male, and used him to gain access to the residence. Upon gaining entry, they attacked Madam Oyesiku and subsequently murdered her.
22-year-old Sodehinde Olajuwon Philip is the principal suspect. Police also arrested 27-year-old Sakrudeen Abdurrahim Iola and 36-year-old Shobu Obafunsho for their alleged roles in the crime.
Following the suspect's confessional statements, detectives conducted further searches at locations linked to them. During the operation, a broken hammer, a cutlass, a plank, a black pen, and other relevant exhibits connected to the investigation were recovered.
What appeared to have been a perfect crime gradually began to unravel, piece by piece, clue by clue, until investigators closed in. For family members, friends, former colleagues at OGTV, and countless admirers, the pain of losing Auntie Kiton remains, but there is now renewed hope that justice will finally take its course.
The easiest way to describe someone like Auntie Kate is to call her a giver of life. Not in the biological sense, but in the way she poured strength, confidence, and direction into everyone who crossed her path.
Blunt. Even in my professional journey as chairman in IPR, every time we reach out to her for one support or the other, she has never declined me.
She was a very loving sister, very organized, very detailed, and she was like the Harry Kissinger of our family.
I call her Mommy Me, and she played that role very, 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 very well. She excelled in that role. Yes, I can confidently tell you that she excelled in that role.
I am trying to think of where, like a fault that she had, and I cannot think of anything. I think Kiton was selfless.
The mystery that once surrounded her death has given way to prosecution. The next chapter will be decided in courts.